It's a match between Far From Pro in the blue with Shieldbot, who is indeed far from pro because they had only played the game for like a week or so, I believe. With their teammate Kingset in the teal, light blue with Rovers, who is of course a very good player, pro player, veteran player, against a Marathon, who's only gold ranked here, but a lot better these days. Also with Rovers in the yellow, and their teammate in the red with Cloakbots. Quite a large map for just 4 players, with a lot of maxes as well. So quite high eco, I assume. Does also allow for a lot of raiding, since it's easy to like leave things vulnerable. Maxes seem... oh, only 0.5? That's very small for mid maxes. Oh well. 2.0 all around except for the middle then. Alright. Sitting one glaive there, alright. So in this case I don't think it's really going to be a battle for the middle hill. It does give you position, and having the high ground is quite nice. But it shouldn't be that important. Scorcher versus like 4 darts does clean them up. Slow down, but no issues there. This dart should go down. Except for the fact, yeah, it's slightly longer range because it was being chased. And does slow down the enemy. Right. 1.3 HP, so it should just go back though. Get healed up in a minute or two. 100 seconds, I believe it is, that you start healing up. And 3 Scorchers from Marathon already. I'm a little surprised Kingset is going this heavy into darts. I know they're kinda good in combination with Scorcher. Because one then slows and the other one just deals the DPS because it can get close up and deal 300 DPS. But I feel like they've gone a little too heavy on the darts. Especially since they lost a lot of them as well. Fight that was technically good for... well, quite good for like Team Northwest. Like 50% extra damage. 50% more destroyed, but still 53% attrition. Still with glaives in your eco. If they move north into the blue player, like the normal blue, it's going to be very bad. I mean, of course, that is the weaker player, so also less important if they do lose their factory or like lose their eco. Since it wouldn't be used as efficiently anyways. But now they just took a bad fight. Scythe. A unit that is relatively easy to use effectively for new players. Because you can just focus all of your attention, you can just play it like this. And it works pretty well, as long as you have a teammate that just picks up the slack. It's quite easy to just micro singular units around the enemy base and just kill maxes. So honestly, for a low level player, I'd say good idea to go for that. 6 Scorchers are normally able to take down a commander without any issues. And even with just 2 fences in support, I think it would be possible. But a lot less easy. Especially now that the enemy Scorchers have gone the other way. Alright, sure. Very defensive about that commander. And we need to raid. Yes, you do. However, with these Scorchers, they've blocked it off pretty well. This army is able to raid quite nicely. Single Lotus, single picket. So not the most scary base defenses, just keep on running. And oh, 2.4 HP, that hurts. The issue is, yeah, like, Scorches have already caught up. Of course, catching out singular Scorches is quite nice. Max gone. No real defenses in the base, so might be able to do something, but with the loaders there and the enemy Scorches, it looks more like a metal donation. And everything has been cleaned up. Over here you are once again taking a pretty good fight, and a double scythe indeed moving through. Cloaked up again, so can just keep on moving. Could technically even move through, but not doing that. Then they could hit Kingstad's eco. Kingstad once again taking good fight over here against the Scorchers. And loaders going down. Scythes might be able to get through here. Yes, seems like it. And that hurts though. Being uncovered and then not fighting. But still takes another max down. So a pretty good raid by Red. Kingstad also still moving forward. Facing off against Ravager and Scorcher. Pretty decent to have this many Rippers then. Though of course Ripper has a lot of its damage in AoE. Like its rioting abilities is in AoE. So against Ravagers it's a lot less useful. And it's also outranged by Ravager. So although not a bad unit, it certainly is not ideal to have this composition against this many Ravagers. Panzers just don't deal enough damage, they cannot retreat like other skirms might be able to. And Ripper is also countered by Scorcher as long as you don't suffer from AoE. So like, have the Ripper hit the Ravager and swoop in from the other side with Scorcher and you clean that up really nicely. Good fight from Marathon, 2300 to 1000, so 2 to 1 there. Should also be getting the reclaim quite quickly. And that is like 860, 870 there, so there is a lot. Ravager's going in for a raid on 2 of these maxes, but shouldn't be able to get both. Dart is a way better solution against Ravager compared to Fencer. But still, with these numbers, darts are just not enough. They are so cheap that you need to spam them. Equal numbers dart versus Ravager, that's just not a winning combination. Don't attack. You're the one who's here. What? I don't know what happened. But that wasn't even there, right? Reclaim. Yes, there is like 350 reclaim. And they are reclaiming it. Good. Really interesting to see like how these, well, for one, these players like differ in their playstyle, but also like that, well, Marathon and Kingstad are both at least trying to like teach the player in the meantime, even though they are, well, kinda struggling themselves, by telling them to, well, reclaim, not push, that kind of thing. You invest so much in defenses. Yeah, oh, that's bad, yeah. That does definitely hurt. Over here, Stardust is decent in this position, especially on a Spire. Still just so many units from Marathon. Very difficult to like do anything against that. Maybe it's worth it to... 1 second. Yes, certainly 64-bit cellular device. Yes, indeed. Right. Anyways. Yeah, forces here from Kingstad are still not ideal. Faraday is nice to stun. And has decent AoE. Combination with Stardust might be able to do something. Dominatrix as well, like, it's decent. Not ideal against such, like, low value units. But at least, like, now Marathon is split up, so they are able to take a decent fight. Kingstead. But this is an issue, like, being pushed over here by Ravagers, which are pretty damn good against base defenses. No defenses. Only an Aspis, that doesn't deal damage. Convict doesn't deal damage. Commander running away. And the Felons are still too far away. There is nothing you can really do about that. Eco almost double for Southeast. So with all of these units from Marathon, they should just be able to win. I'm a little surprised I don't see any... well, any badges, any impalers. Because of the fact that, well, Stardust, Commander as well, but like quite a lot of base defenses. Oh, Commander being sniped there. Very nice one red. A lot of base defenses from both players. And finally a dive from yellow and blue, technically as well. But a cleanup by yellow. Yeah, they just have so many more units. It's almost impossible for Kingstead to do anything against that. But again, I am a little surprised they haven't been going for any artillery pieces. I mean, that way they could at least push this position a lot easier. They can snipe the commander, kill like 4 more maxes, move in here very easily, like without taking any damage. So yeah, a little surprised about that, but I guess, well, assaults are also designed to move in there. So that can also work. They just take some damage, whereas artillery does it completely damageless. And Ripper does get captured. But that's about it. Also, by hitting the... oh, I have painted. Very nice. You have also been uncovered. Triple Stardust, only one of them, now 2 engaging. Faraday as well, but all in the back of the bay, or like in front. So Commander is very heavily damaged and does indeed go down. Right, Impaler, I saw that shot. There you are. So I was wondering, where is it? Well, there it is. Stardust number 1 is already gone. Stardust 2 is under fire, and sure, Kingstead is trying something with badges, but like, against Ravager, 2200 HP each, that's not the easiest. Scorches 480 is a lot more squishy, but even then, like, no DPS on them. They should just be able to push in. Once again, it's 2 little size cloaked in. And it's time to resign for Northwest. It definitely looks like it. Will they? Seemingly no. But there they go. Alright. So, yeah. Just better eco. Better value killed as well. Since the halfway mark.